waveforms.
I don't know how we did it, but we're live.
It's a miracle!
Yay!
Yay!
And Nathan's here.
Yay!
Yay! It's a miracle!
I don't know where Sean is. Well, I know where he is. I don't know why or when he's going to come back, but...
He's trapped in an airport, from what I have heard.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still in Toronto, right? Currently?
As far as I'm aware of.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's visiting family or something. He's doing a big family trip right now.
I think he's visiting friends on this part, because I think he said he was hanging out with a friend he hadn't seen in a while when he's in Toronto.
Oh, yeah. If
family was being here in Calgary,
right,
from what I remember,
and I think BC, right, because he helped move or something. That was part of it.
He was helping with the move.
Yeah, sort of.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Anyways, he's globetrotting. He's doing his thing.
He's wandering.
I legitimately don't know when he's coming back, so there's that. We'll get to
Probably this summer, yeah. But I'm here in the meantime, and boy, do I have tons of tales. No.
Do you?
I should not promise that. I went to the Calgary Horror Convention and bought like 4 things, so I have them
Okay.
here.
What did you buy?
I guess I'll save the showstopper for last. I bought Day of the Dead, George A. Romero's. It's got commentary by him, and he's now dearly departed.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in what he had to say.
Okay.
3 pins, which are hard to show, but Vincent Price is hanging out with Kermit.
Okay, that's cute.
Oh, nice.
Highlight.
That's a classic.
Yeah, that's good.
Highlight that one.
Yep.
And the Langoliers and Elvira is here.
Okay.
I read her book.
Good choices. Good choices.
Uh-huh.
And then my prize from the whole thing was the Frighteners paperback.
Oh,
Because
weird.
they don't republish these because they're based on movies.
Yeah.
And those quickly become totally irrelevant to keep out there. But they're often based on early drafts of the screenplay. So it's like the ultimate special feature for Frighteners people. Uh-oh.
Cool. What? Uh-oh.
I heard a thing. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you probably heard the message just pop up then from the server.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Cool. Did you like the Frighteners? Are you a fan?
I generally like the Frighteners, yeah. It's
Okay.
It's pretty... Like, I just kind of caught it on TV, and it was able to surprise me with its crazy undead serial killers and everything, so I was pretty happy with that. So, yeah. And then it's sort of some late-game Michael J. Fox.
Was that the last thing he did?
I think before going back to TV, maybe.
Yeah,
like
movie-wise.
Spin City. Maybe
Yeah.
movie-wise. At least, like, headlining. Like, he's the star of a thing that I know about.
No, he did Stuart Little, apparently. He was the voice for that.
He was the voice of Stuart in the Stuart Little movies. That's true. You're right.
I kind of don't count that. I kind of meant as, like, an acting role, mainly because of his disease or whatever. So I was wondering.
Yeah.
And
I recently
on-camera
read a
role,
book of his. Yeah. But yeah, so that's all I got for horror convention. I noticed you guys weren't there, but it's okay. They survived.
I didn't even hear about it, to be honest.
Oh, actually, you're right. We talked about it at Peter's before you arrived. So
Yeah.
sorry I didn't let you know.
I mean, I probably wouldn't even have gone anyways, but...
It's okay. There was a big Krampus there. It was kind of fun.
Oh.
And you know those Home Depot skeletons?
Yep.
They had 2 of them, and like,
Good.
greeting
Were
everyone,
they
so-
were they making an archway?
They were. I guess their arms were outstretched. Probably, I could have tried to walk under them, but I didn't want to risk it. So yeah, big
I
skeleton.
don't want the skeleton curse. I get it.
No, yeah, intimidating.
Yeah. John, what about you? You do anything this week?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with
Been
you on
home. Just been doing shit around the house, cataloging stuff from that trip I took when I got back last week, and streaming a lot. I've been on stream basically every day except for Tuesday. I ended up getting off unintentionally.
that. Unintentionally? Uh-oh.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a stream with someone else, but he had to change schedule
Oh.
last minute.
Oh, okay.
So, not a bad thing. It was just like, oh, okay, well. I
Yeah,
need a
yeah.
break. I'm feeling like real fatigue. Like I was just napping for like 3 hours before this because I just felt like crap earlier.
Sure. Yeah,
So
that
I
makes
was
sense.
I was half tempted to just be like, yo, I'm not on tonight. Just go without me. But I ended up perking up right before.
Cool. Well, I appreciate it. I am not very on right now either, so let's get a fucking podcast out of the way, shall we?
Heck yeah! Sean's gonna love listening to this one.
Don't worry, he doesn't listen. He doesn't give a shit.
He's gonna call you out for that next week.
He does not care about the top-down perspective. June 30th edition. I'm Paul Fleck.
I'm John Wheeler.
And I'm Nathan Rohr, infrequent guest, but I've been here before.
I mean, you're one of you OGs.
Co-founder.
Yeah.
Co-founder. That was a long time ago.
As far as I'm concerned, you should be doing this, and I should be Player Hunter right now. This is a problem now.
I don't game frequently enough, though. But yeah, it would just be movies or something.
I'm just going to start
demonic toys.
I'm just going to start by saying,
how often does Top Down even just start with people talking about movies and shows anyway? So
sure, yeah. I mean, so much that we did an extra podcast every couple weeks to talk about movies and shows and random shit.
Which I will likely never be on because I don't actually watch anything.
Yeah, that's fair. There's too many games to play. So, John, what have you been playing?
I haven't played shit all this week. I can talk about what I'm playing on stream, but in spare time, nothing. Like right now, I've got my controller out, but I'm like going through the menu for like those free avatars they give you on on Switch. That's literally
game.
like consumerism, the real game.
I do want to ask you, actually, you played TMNT like with people. How do you find the change from going from solo to like just a mess of people?
Ooh, it's vastly different.
It's
like
so different. Game. Yeah.
Like it's still fun. Like we ended up playing on hard difficulty or gnarly, whatever it's called, and that was just there were so many enemies, and they were just like they hit so hard, but it was a blast.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of a mess, I think.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's because entirely of the taunting mechanic. Once everyone realizes they can just keep taunting to get their supers up, just supers are flying everywhere. It's just like who can get theirs ready first.
I think the boss design is kind of bad though with more people because some of those bosses are unreadable because you don't know who they're going after and you'll just get hit. So you kind of have to cheese it that way.
Yeah, Wingnut was weird because I was like, oh, he doesn't go in just like a pattern? I thought he just had like a preset pattern, not locked onto anyone.
Yeah, no, like the AI breaks so bad when you have more people and that game is completely different and kind of a bad way for game design purposes, but kind of a great way for just like having fun with a bunch of friends and just like yelling at the TV.
Yeah, I'm not sure if like 4-player or more is my preferred way of playing. It probably would be more like 2 or 3 and then or like even solo, but like it's still a good time. It's just more very, very more chaotic that way.
Totally. My big problem I had was they need to just put like a glow around the characters for their color or something because you get lost in the melee so fucking easily.
Oh, there's a button dedicated to just bringing up your title card.
Is there?
I think it's left trigger. If you press that, like it says like P4 or whatever player number you are, that pops up over your head.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah, I did it by accident on Sunday. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Some of those battles become unreadable. There's so much shit going on.
I'm like, am I hitting them? Is my super going through? Do they have armor right now? I can't tell.
Also, it has the problem of the turtles are very much the exact same model for each of them with a different weapon and colored like headband. They don't have apparently like the new Ninja Turtles, they all kind of have like a little bit different design to like they have like a different silhouette or whatever. They look somewhat
depending on the version of the turtles you're looking at. Yeah, like they've either got different shaded like skin or they are literally different sizes.
Yeah, not in this game. It's literally the same sprite.
Well, I mean,
the weapon.
That's because it's based off the 80s cartoon, which makes sense. That's exactly how they were.
Yeah, but when you have all 4 on there, holy shit.
Which is at least why I'm happy. Like all your attacks have like your color flash to them, so at least it's a bit easier to tell that way.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, at the end of the day, the only thing you're doing is spamming taunt and then you're super anyway. So it doesn't matter, really, but, you know.
Yeah, it's still fun, though. Yeah. I still recommend it.
Nathan, are you going to play that game?
Is the music sampled from, like, old games, or is it all new stuff?
It's all new. There's some references to older stuff, like Krang's theme is in there, sort of. The boss theme is sort of like Turtles in Times for a bit, and then it switches to its own track halfway through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just Turtles in Time is kind of my high watermark. I was looking at the trailer, and it looked kind of neat, but I don't know.
It's fun.
Beat them up often.
The combat's like a little more in-depth than Turtles in Time is, but sometimes it feels a little less, if that makes sense. but
Yeah,
it's
I
also,
could see that.
also way longer too. Like it's almost double the length of Turtles in Time. It's like 16 chapters.
Okay.
That dodge mechanic is like actually really good, but
The dodge is extremely good. Yeah.
but it's weird to get used to. It's weird, but it's super good. Yeah.
Do you get a pizza and then they say cowabunga and spin all around?
They say, oh yeah, the power pizza's in there. Yep.
Okay, great. Well,
But I think they yell like bonsai or like other random stuff.
and
There's
I was
definitely
seeing
still
you
a
can
bunch
throw
of
guys
cowabungas,
at
though.
the screen and everything.
Oh yeah,
so
that's in there.
Yep.
pretty fun looking. But okay.
There's
What,
even an
is that
achievement
on all like new platforms?
Yeah,
Or-
if you've got Game Pass, it's also on there for PC and for console.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I highly recommend. On stream, yeah, we played that on Sunday. Monday, I played through Devil May Cry 5. I'm working my way through that.
You've played through that before, right?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I played like the first like 4 or 5 chapters, but I just never finished it because I think it was around the time I moved into this house.
Sure. Yeah.
It was that or something like that. Like I just stopped playing it because of that.
Okay.
So,
What area are you? I don't remember specifics, but if you give a brief idea, I think I might be.
I think we're about to start chapter 15 of 20. So we've got 6 chapters
okay.
left.
Has the thing happened? The turn? I don't know what you want to call that.
Which thing I feel, because I'm just like, there's a
the one that you can tell coming with V.
Oh yeah, they've already.
Yeah.
They're so not subtle about that.
I know.
It's comical.
Yeah,
It's absolutely comical. The last mission I did, I think Dante got impaled. I think that's the last mission I did. If that helps narrow it down a little bit more.
Yeah, I remember bits and pieces of it. Are you enjoying it for the most part?
I am enjoying it for the most part.
Yeah.
I'm not super into V's playstyle, but I've kind of gotten used to and adjusted. Dante's actually took me longer to get used to than I thought, because I was like, oh my god, I forgot how much more complex you feel with all your toolkits available immediately.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember V's stuff. I remember just kind of spamming, I think, the Panther or something. He has one attack that's just like, why would I ever use anything else?
The Panther's pretty good. Yeah, Shadow is the name of the Panther. You have Griffin, and you have Nightmare, which is your double trigger.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, though they're pretty good in that aspect.
Yeah.
Just trying to think here now. Yeah, I think Nero's probably again the one I prefer the most. Although it felt a little weird going back to him after being like, because I spent most of the stream on Monday playing as the others, and then suddenly it's like, oh, I can pick Nero. Oh my god, I forgot how to play Nero. Oh god.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting how all three of them have a very unique style from each other.
Yeah,
which
I
is cool.
think that's for the best.
It's cool. Yep, I like that too.
Yeah, we're hopefully gonna finish that up on Monday. Otherwise, I also played Xenoblade Chronicles yesterday. That's our project to try to finish before like May of next year.
Are you looking into 3? Are you excited for?
So the thing is, people are saying like apparently 3 has a lot of references to 1 and 2. So I'm like,
Oh,
but it's a case of like you can play it without playing them. They are separate stories,
Okay.
but you will miss things because of it.
sure.
Or you'll have, so it's a case of like, I kind of want to be there at the Zeitgeist, but at the same time, I'm like, I have to play through this long ass RPG for stream. Am I going to be in the mood to do a long ass RPG in my own time? Especially one that plays so similar that it might actually fuck with me when I'm playing the other one. I don't know.
Can you do a Kingdom Hearts thing where you just kind of burn through like those 2 or whatever?
Well, one I can't. One I can't because I'm doing it for stream. It's a stream promise. 2 I could.
2 and 3.
But
yeah.
Yeah, but like those are 100+ hour games, so
Yeah. Yeah. It's a big ask.
not gonna be a burn really on that one. Not a quick burn.
How's the streaming process going with that? I mean, streaming an RPG, that shit is like daunting. So has it been okay?
It's been all right. The mods have been really strict about spoilers, which has been making it a lot more tolerable. Downside is like, I think this was the first stream where I mainly did a lot of side quests. I'm like, oh god, I have so many left to do, and like we're broke because we're only getting money from side quests. So I'm like, okay, between this stream and the next time we go back to the game,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be just doing side quests at some point.
Sure. Do you have like that itch to do all the side quest stuff off stream so that it's only progress on? Because I know that
I would much rather it just be progress on stream, but like that's not quite how the game goes, because sometimes it's like, oh, you did these side quests. Here's like another branch that just unlocked. Like, We found one
Oh,
NPC
okay.
and they're in like this awkward place where you have to walk up to them and talk, and they would give me one mission. I'd go do it, come back, and it's like, oh, here's another one. Like, and then there's other NPCs that are like, here's like 20 at once.
Okay. So like
So it goes back and forth.
the side quests almost have their own progression that you also kind of want to have on the stream. Weirdly, yeah.
Well, not necessarily on stream because like there is some side story, and some people were like, yeah, I kind of want to see that, but most were like, I mean, it's fluff,
the main
it's flavor
stuff.
text. It's not actually important to the story itself. So
Sure. Cool. Well, I'm glad that's going well.
And apparently this Saturday marks 10 years of me streaming on Twitch. So
nice. Doing anything special?
I forgot and actually planned a sponsored segment. So oops.
Making money, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, so we're gonna have like we'll do something, but in the middle it's just gonna be like, here's a sponsored segment I goofed on. Oops.
Diablo Immortal, hell yeah!
No,
Opening all
there
those
you go.
loot crates.
No,
whatever.
it's like golf with your friends. It's the golf with your friends DLC.
Oh, dope! Yeah, nice, cool.
Yeah,
Is that
that's it for me?
All right, Nathan, you've been dying to want to talk about the Steam sale, so let's do it.
Oh, sure. It's just they have kind of a cyberpunky themed metagame to it where you're looking for fake games, which was kind of fun.
Okay.
Just they give you some vague clues, and I thought it was real games at the outset because there was kind of cryptic wording that made it sound like, oh, taxes, I get it. It's that Turnip Boy. And it totally wasn't that. It was a guitar billionaire. So there's a secret for the first one.
Guitar billionaire.
Whatever.
Okay.
It's a fake game. It's like a Steam joke thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Past that, I've just been getting like the cards and stuff. I've been looking at my wish list and not actually pulling the trigger on anything. So
yeah,
I started playing stuff I've owned for a while, like primarily Disco Elysium, the final cut. Had you played any of that or no?
No,
Paul?
This is one that I've been waiting for just kind of a block of like a month to play because I know, at least I hear it's quite big. It's quite a big game, so
it's an interest. Like I don't know if it's the diversity of what you can experience depending on how you're making your character or whatever. It's a lot of like your inner mind is the focus of it. You're talking to yourself a lot of the time. You're a cop solving a murder. But how you're building your like soul of the character or whatever is kind of determining what things they'll observe and notice. So you can kind of go in all sorts of different directions. I'm kind of in a David Lynchy type space with it because it's got a focus called Inland Empire, which is one of his movies. So I chose that immediately as like my thing, and it's just like you are just having conversations with objects and like talking to corpses to get insight into that, but it's probably you're just kind of crazy.
Okay.
But Dale Cooper style, you're out there, but you're still progressing. That said, all of my stuff is like a life of the mind, inner monologue type stuff. I have no like physical capabilities as a cop. So approaching a dead corpse made me like vomit over and over, and I couldn't do anything with it for a long time.
Okay.
It does like a check of just like, all right, how composed are you? Well, you got a 3% chance of this working. And it's just like, oh, okay, great. Okay. I guess I'll just leave this hanging from a tree and go talk to other people in the town. And it's complex in a fun way, but it's very conversations, almost an audiobook kind of visual novel type thing. I was worried it was going to have a bunch of combat or something because I don't really like isometric combat, but it's just talking. It's a lot of talking. Yeah. But if you're looking for a game that talks to you and kind of echoes your own thoughts in a weird way, it's really interesting. So I was running into weird technical problems though early on. Like I had everything cranked up because it's not a very visually crazy game, but I was just crashing every time I opened a fridge. It was just, oh, you're done. That's it. Crash out. Display lock up weird. And
you know why?
I don't know why. All I know is I turned off a bunch of stuff and lowered the settings and it stopped happening. So I'm guessing it had something to do with HDR and our TV and the video card having some problem. Oh, but, okay. Yeah. I thought it was tied to a specific event in the game. So I was like Googling, that fridge that's shaped like a bear? And it's like, nobody's having this problem. So I don't know. But yeah. I've played about 10 hours so far. I'm generally pretty happy with what its whole vibe is, but there's so much more to do and see. I feel like I've barely started this investigation, and I'm not sure I'm a good cop, but I'm having a fun time. Just finding things to think about. It's hard to explain. I feel like there's a giant possibility space in these conversations I'm having with the characters. And it's sort of how I've spec'd my thought processes as a person in the game is determining how I'm navigating these events. So I'm hoping if I play it again and spec a totally different way, I'll be having a different conversation with these people. But that remains to be seen. So I don't know.
I mean, theoretically, that's why people have been praising this thing, right? Is because they have done like a few playthroughs. It's like, oh, it's like kind of the same story, but it's completely different.
I'm hoping so, because that was kind of my hope with like Indigo Prophecy way back in the day. It was like, oh, I'm going to play this totally different, and then I'm going to see a totally different murder mystery. And it's like, oh no, the cops will still, like, it's very narrow in what you're actually seeing. Yeah. I'm hoping with how like stripped down this is in terms of like events, you're kind of just having conversation trees. It can go in all sorts of weird ways with like, I'm just going to not gently talk to this person to get permission to do this. I'm going to just go do it and see what that does. Like, I'm hoping it branches in more complicated ways, but it's playthrough 1. I'm just kind of playing by instinct. It was really annoying having it crash a bunch of times, like, and then having to replay like sections of conversations, but wanting to build your character the same way you did. So I was like, I don't want to choose different options already because I haven't done what I wanted to have happen. So yeah, just some minor hiccups on that front, but at least
does it do checkpointing, or do you have to quick save, or how does it deal with that sort of thing?
I think there's certain like important decisions that'll happen that'll trigger an autosave for you. Okay. But generally you should probably be going into your menu and saving a bunch. So I've been doing that. Just before a big pivotal conversation or whatever. Like, I don't want to say that to this guy without making sure. But I haven't gone back to like change a choice. It seems that would kind of violate the spirit of this thing. It's supposed to be dynamic and lead you down different paths. So like LA Noire, but if it wasn't constantly slapping you for failing at investigating. It's just like, no, that's what you did. You wanted to talk to your Thai for a bit and follow his advice. So I don't know.
How much do you think gets added by having voice acting in it as opposed to just the dialogue from before that you would read like a book almost?
I'm really enjoying the main voice. Like, I should probably have looked up who it is, but like your inner voice is very well read, so it's fun to hear. Like, I enjoy hearing that. And then it's sort of, you have different instincts pulling at you in different directions. It's like, so do you want to be kind of racist? And it's like, no, but you could and see what that's like. You could choose to be misogynistic and see what that's like, but I'm trying to like not do that and just be kind of spaced out. But there's plenty of mean things I could have said. So I'm curious what those would do with people. But yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, I guess it kind of made a splash a couple years ago and it's been a sleeper thing. So I'm finally checking it out. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I know I was waiting for the edition that added the voice acting, and then it came, and then 1,000 other things also did, and so this is still on the back burner because of it.
Oh, wow. The OG release was just text? You're just reading? Yeah. Oh, interesting.
The final cut or definitive edition, whatever, the final cut, I guess, I think came out only 2 years ago, maybe a year ago or something. Like, it's somewhat new.
Yeah, it does have 2 copyrights, 2019 and 21, I think.
Okay, so then it was last year. Okay. Yeah.
Well, it's a great edition, I guess. I didn't see it the original way. But I tried going back to some games like Fallout and Planescape Torment and stuff like that, and just wasn't getting pulled in the same way. This has a similar like vantage point on stuff and like conversation first, but yeah, I really like having it read itself to me. So I don't know. I was the mark for this final cut, I guess. But yeah. Sure.
Cool. That's all you've been playing. I wanted to get your opinion on something though. Dragon's Dogma 2 got announced. Excited?
I was pretty amazed that happened. Like, it was like 10 years for me to finally play it, and then shortly thereafter, like, it's like it waited for me to finally get on board to announce a sequel. But yeah, totally jazzed that managed to ever happen. That seemed like a lost cause.
Yep.
When I was playing Dark Arisen. So yeah, cool. The pawns will be back, I guess.
Apparently, apparently what happened was if Devil May Cry 5 sold well enough, the director was allowed to do whatever he wanted, and he chose to do Dragon's Dogma 2.
Good for him.
That's great. Wow. That takes some balls, man. Wow.
It's like, no, we killed it 10 years ago. People were wrong. Now we're going to show them. So, all right. It's a pretty fun game. I hope the pawns still say really dumb stuff throughout. That's my favorite part. But yeah, Moldy Pumpkins. When is this? Next year?
There's like no information. Like,
it's
I'm
just
actually
announced they're making it. Okay.
Yeah, there was nothing except a logo. So like, I'm still not sure, even that this will be good. But
Beyond Good and Evil style might disappear. Yeah.
But just the fact that they actually said Dragon's Dogma 2 on anything is insane. That's so
It's
weird.
pretty insane. But yeah.
Okay.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Let's move on to some news. These are all from the Discord, because Sean is the one that cares the most about news usually, so he pulls those as it happens, and I kind of... I use this show as the way to like stay on top of things because of him, so if there's something here you guys don't like, it's from you guys. So just throwing that out there.
All yourselves out is what we're saying.
The big one I knew about was Nintendo had a Direct thing, and I didn't even watch this, so I just looked up an article, and I guess we'll go through that. Did either of you watch this Nintendo Direct thing?
I went.
No, I'm sorry, Paul.
You watch it?
I didn't. Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Phew.
Okay. Apparently they showed Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. Makes sense. That came out today, so of course they were gonna push that.
Hype it up a little bit.
Sure. Yeah.
Can you be the Palicos in this one? You just are a Palico.
Yes,
and they
Nathan.
just stripped out.
You can be
Okay,
the
thank
Palico.
goodness.
Yeah.
That's all I want. Really.
You join
I
somebody's
realized-
game as their Palico, and you only have one button, and it's to just throw whatever weapon they equipped you with at them to help
Awesome.
them. Yeah. That would actually
Finally.
be kind of great.
I was gonna say, I think
Just-
people would want that actually.
That wouldn't be
I
too
do
bad.
want that. Because I've been looking at Biomutant for like months, and I've heard it's bad, but it's like, yeah,
is.
but I get to be that little critter, and that's what I want. So that makes up for everything else, doesn't it?
Are we still family sharing? I have that. You could just try it if you
Okay,
want
I'll
to.
try it out. I want to
Okay.
be Rocket the Raccoon, but in a video game, but without
Hey,
Star
but
Lord there.
Guardians of the Galaxy is right there.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with those jerks. I just want to be Rocket off on his own. So whatever.
All right, Nathan confirmed furry. Nier Automata, the end of your edition? What is different in this? Switch
It's portable, and it
Okay.
has a little bit of extra DLC in it, and some extra costumes and stuff.
Oh crap! Is it story-based DLC or just like aesthetics?
It's cosmetic, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay, cool, good. Whew,
I can
Gotcha.
ignore it. Whew.
Yeah. I was thinking the same
Yeah.
thing. I mean, for people who don't have another way to play that, cool. You guys should play that. That's a good game.
Yeah, Brittany just started playing on PC, so I've been seeing some
been
Nier
watching it?
again.
Yeah,
But yeah.
sure. Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. Okay, I guess I'm gonna quickly.
This was an Annapurna game.
Oh, this is definitely a Sean game then, isn't it?
Yeah, it seemed pretty interesting.
Just scrubbing through the video here. Kind of a, would you say like Killer 7 look? Oh, that's more of a PlayStation 1 look now. Okay, never mind that.
Yeah, the cutscenes are more Killer 7.
Yeah, that's
and
what
then
I saw.
the top-down view, I'm like, oh boy, all right.
What the hell is this?
It's Annapurna Interactive, so again, who the fuck knows?
Art.
But that's half the fun.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, what are they releasing this time? Okay, something wild. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I'll check that out. Probably. I don't know. Depends how much it is, I suppose. Holy shit, Super Bomberman R2. What?
I know. Yeah, Super Bomberman R2 was announced. They announced a couple new modes for it. There's a 15 versus 1 mode, which is like a kind of tower defense mode where the one player has to take out the 15 players trying to invade their castle. They can set up traps and like obstacles and stuff like that. It actually looked really cool.
Oh, God.
Yeah, the 64-player Bomberman Online mode also seems to be in there as a side mode now, which the one that they shut down recently.
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming based on the cutscenes, there's also the regular story mode being added in as well. So yeah, new Bomberman R game, but that's not out till next year.
I don't know. I'm kind of pissed off the way they handle this shit on PC for me. So this looks awesome, but kind of fuck them. So
I mean, that could be said about Konami many times. So
yeah, it's not the first or last time that somebody will say fuck Konami for some reason. But that mode, this like castle mode or whatever, looks kind of sweet. Cool. This one I did see, Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. So
yeah, this was coming a mile away, basically.
I still haven't played these games because I don't know. I just never got around to them, I guess.
Did you like that Eden game?
No, not really.
Eden, or whatever it's called?
No, not really.
Or One Step from Eden, right?
It was okay, but I think it was a difficulty problem. It wasn't the gameplay problem. It was I'm not going to spend the time obviously needed to get good at this game.
That's fair, because that version did ask a lot. But yeah, no, I think you might like the actual, like, it's a very, like, more kid-friendly RPG, basically, at that point, so.
Okay.
It's not going to kick your ass unless you specifically go out of your way to fight the super bosses and stuff like that.
But then by that time, theoretically, I will have understood the mechanics better.
I mean, let's put it this way. This is also a collection with 10 RPGs in it. So it's you're gonna get your money's worth on this one, even if like 4 of them are like just a alternate version of one of the other games. Because Battle Network did this thing where it's like red RPG, blue RPG for like games 3 onward, basically.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
so it's really only 6 original games, and then there's like, okay, well, here's the storyline if you pick like to follow Proto Man. Here's the story if you choose to follow Colonel.
Oh, yeah, okay. So Mega Man Battle Network, then Battle Network 2, and then 3 blue, 3 white, 4 red sun. Is that 4 blue moon, 5 Battle Network Team Colonel, Battle Network Team Proto Man.
Yeah.
Battle Network.
I love that they didn't commit to like one naming convention. But there's there's 2.
It gets way better.
Okay. Psybeast Greygar and Psybeast Falzar.
Falzar, totally.
They Pokemon'd this shit. Just straight up.
Yeah, they super did.
Okay.
And no network transmission, this story says, which is the only one of those I ever played. So
I mean, that's the GameCube one, and it's also very different.
Yeah.
Pac-Man World Repack. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah,
amazing.
Man. A bunch of
save
weird
his
stuff
wife and kids.
Okay. Amazing. Okay. Is this like just a sequel then?
This is a remake of Pac-Man World 1.
Oh, it is a remake. Okay. Yeah, I'm scrubbing through it here. Oh, God, this looks kind of fun, and I feel dumb for saying that. This looks kind of fun. Okay. Neat. Blanc. Monochrome rendered puzzle game. Gorgeous 3D art. I'll be the judge of that. Let's see. Yeah, this art is gorgeous. They're right. It looks very
good. Something I heard about. Woo! Ron Gilbert's been tweeting up a storm.
Oh, dude. Did you hear about what's been going on today?
Is it bad? That sounded bad.
Ron Gilbert's like, I ain't sharing anymore about this game anymore. Y'all being assholes, because everyone's shitting on the art style.
Oh, I did watch the trailer and thought it was fun.
On this Blanc or whatever?
No, sorry. I probably think it's the next game in the list.
I'm looking ahead to Return to Monkey Island. Sorry, Blanc. You deserved your moment.
I think Blanc looks great.
Blanc looks great. No one's giving shit to Blanc as far as I'm aware of.
Okay.
There's no root beer in it, though. Come on.
Anyway. Okay. Return to Monkey Island. Let's take a look. So here's the thing. What if I told you Monkey Island's never been that good, though?
I mean, that's a different argument.
Yeah, no, I don't.
It's not my
kidding.
favorite of that like area of adventure stuff, but I like those first 3 a lot.
Oh, did you?
Fun.
I thought.
Yeah.
Wasn't one of those one that people hated? I don't know. Sean knows more.
3 gets dicey, doesn't it?
Okay.
Okay. 3 is where
1 and 2
Ron Gilbert
are generally considered
left.
the best. I think Ron left at 3, maybe 4.
But 3 is voice acting, and that's key to me, as we established. With
I like the voice acting. It sounds like they actually got back the cast they used for.
Yeah, and I mostly played those remastered versions that had voice acting put back in it in the old games, and really dug that.
Same.
So
I like the art style of like the remakes and like 3 onwards a bit more, but like I ain't gonna start shit about the way it looks.
So what's bad about this? This looks fine.
People just don't like the art style. That's entirely all it is.
It's like Wind Waker all over again. No, I don't know. It's too cutesy maybe.
I mean, I like
in a weird way.
I like this style more than Wind Waker personally, but
take that, Wind Waker.
Yeah, fuck you, Wind Waker.
Finally, someone taking Wind Waker down a peg.
Finally taking the win of those sales. No, seriously, like, what else is going on with this? Or is it just about the looks?
It's just, I've been following the tweets, and apparently we're not going to get any more because Ron's sad now, which is lame. I don't like hearing that.
Bummer.
That's mean.
Yeah,
but that's Twitter for you, really.
They've been hassling like the art director. They've been hassling Ron Gilbert, and it's just like, and Linebeck mentions apparently a lot of people using alt-right language and complaining about it being for leftists, which is Monkey Island. Really?
Because of the art style?
I guess. Christ. I don't know. I haven't been fully following it. I just saw someone on my feed today talking about how the
you know what? I think you do Gilbert play as a woman briefly, so that would really.
Oh no! What? Why?
Like most of them, she's literally been there since the first game.
I can't believe they gone so left. God, lefties.
So
oh my God,
it's
so
like
political.
Those people who said like Wolfenstein's about Nazis because it's trendy to hate on Nazis now. I'm like, no,
what? It was always about.
It's always been trendy.
Indiana Jones made it real cool in the 80s.
Yeah,
it came back.
Yeah.
That said, Boys from Brazil, sick book, right? Did you read it?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
You know I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if, right? Anyway.
Yeah, no.
Rabbids.
Mario and Rabbids. I guess this is just another trailer for that.
They put out some more details about it. They accidentally leaked the game's date a day early again. Comes out, I think, October 20th.
Okay.
They revealed like some new playable characters. Like they show the entire party that you get for your team, basically. And the big reveal was, Bowser's in your party this time.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Cute.
Sparks of Hope. That's a name. Yeah.
Yep. Little Noah, Scion of Paradise.
Yeah, this apparently was a shadow drop. It came out that day. I've been hearing decent things. I haven't picked it up yet, though.
Oh, it's a platformer?
It's like a roguelite platformer, some people were saying in my chat the other day.
Kotaku says casual roguelike. So, chilled out.
Okay. You can download it starting today. How much is this thing?
I have not looked. I can load it up here now if you want.
Sure. While I talk about Railgrade.
Trains.
I mean, trains can be kind of cool. This looks boring to me, but trains are kind of cool sometimes. I'm not interested in this.
This screenshot looks kind of desolate in a weird Snowpiercer type way, but I don't know. Robot trains.
Honestly, it looks like a Factorio or something, but for trains instead of like assembly lines. Yeah, it looks fine.
Kind of wish Canada built more trains, and then I could just take those. But yeah,
Little Noah's $20 Canadian.
$20? Okay. This
train to Edmonton. Think about it.
Yeah, they should have had that years ago.
Years ago.
Yeah.
Whoever was playing SimCity here did it wrong, but oh well.
Totally. RPG time. The Legend of Wright. Okay.
Will Wright?
Obviously. Do you know any other Wrights?
No. Must be him.
It must be him. Okay.
Oh wait, the Wright brothers. It's about airplanes.
Yeah.
I should probably actually watch this.
This is kind of a cool little art style. Looks like just kind of like pop-up books. There's like some sketchy drawing stuff. Somebody erases a thing that makes a pit or whatever. This is kind of cool looking.
I feel like Sean talked about playing this game before. It looks familiar. Was this an Apple Arcade game formerly?
It does look familiar. I will give you that, but I have no idea. It looks okay, though, I guess.
I'm looking it up.
Taking, like, a Paper Mario type aesthetic to the next level and just making it, like, a whole bunch of different types of pop-up books and stuff like that.
Initial release date 2021.
Yeah, he must have talked about this then. This definitely looks like a game Sean would instantly pick up just because of the art style alone. And then
Yeah, it says I
fall in
can
love
go
with-
buy it on Xbox right now.
Yeah, I'm sure he talked about it then. It looks good. Looks cool.
March 9th. Yeah, it came out earlier this year. I feel like Sean talked about this at some point.
He must have,
Okay.
yeah. Sonic Frontiers, apparently they showed maybe something more exciting this time around. This is
Why are
definitely...
people so worried about this? Is this?
Oh, because they
looking-
showed a demo of it that looked fucking dumb and boring, but this is a supercut of cool shit happening, so this definitely has more energy to it.
Oh, so it was a trailer.
Yes, this is a trailer before we just saw gameplay.
Yeah, because it was like a 6-minute exclusive footage from IGN or something like that. And everyone's
Yeah.
like, there's nothing going on in this world. It looks boring as shit. And
Yeah,
it's
they did
because
nothing
weren't
in
doing
that
anything.
gameplay. They just kind of walked around. Yeah, no, this trailer definitely makes it look like, oh, there's stuff to do in this video game. That's kind of cool. Yeah, this looks okay. I don't know. I still think it has this weird... Somebody described it best, I think. I can't remember. It was probably on Twitter because that's where everything is. As like looking like some weird indie project, like fan project in Unity. And like it's definitely still has that kind of like, I don't know, that Unity look to just the looks of it, the aesthetics of it. This gameplay definitely makes it look like there's stuff happening in it at least. So that's good. I don't know. I'll have to see for myself. And I'm not one to just jump on Sonic Hate because I kind of like some Sonic games, but I definitely can recognize there have been a lot of fucking garbage Sonic games. So I hope.
Are they
this isn't
folding
one.
in the success from the movies and like Ben Schwartz is voicing him and Jim Carrey's gonna dance and stuff like that?
I think it's still Roger Craig Smith voicing Sonic. I think right now they've got it so that the cartoon is one person, the movie's another person, and the games are the current VAs.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
I think Roger was supposed to retire and then everyone wanted him back, so it's like a weird situation like that.
Okay.
Makes sense. Yeah, sure.
So they can multiverse it eventually.
Yeah. Disney Dreamlight Valley. I mean, this write-up says is exactly what it appears to be, and I don't know what that means, so I'm quickly taking a look.
It looked like a Sim Animal Crossing-esque game, but with Disney characters.
Oh, okay. This is totally not a thing I care about personally, but it's interesting looking.
Okay, but do they go back to like the Disney Renaissance and I can finally play as Bernard, like from
No,
Great
No, I don't think you. I don't
like,
think you play as any of the characters.
the
I think you just kind
rescuers.
of like save them.
Yeah, no, from what it
Okay.
looks like, you play as like an avatar of, I guess, yourself or whatever in this world, talking to the characters and doing stuff for them.
Okay. But and then like adjacent to the biomutant stuff, like a bunch of talking animals in there, Zootopia, anything like that?
It looks like a cooking mini game with Ratatouille hanging out with you. So
Hey, oh, is Patton Oswalt? Okay. I don't know. I'm not gonna completely write it off, but you're probably right. This probably won't be.
I mean,
what
this
I need.
this looks like if that's kind of your jam, this would be kind of cool. It's not for me. I don't care about The Sims. I like Disney properties, but like not enough to play a game where all you do is collect seashells for Ursula or whatever the fuck this is. Like, I don't care
Taking
about that.
selfies with Ursula.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. But like, if
Yeah.
you do kind of like the Animal Crossing, just hang out space and love Disney stuff, this might be a home run for you. It just isn't for me.
Mm-hmm.
Live a live, whatever. They just showed
Live
more
a
of that.
Live?
Alive, yeah, something like
Live a
that.
live. Looks like they just showed more of this. I'm guessing another trailer. Yep, that.
And
That
there's a
comes
demo
out
you
soon.
can play now, which has the start of 3 chapters in it, and your
Okay.
progress carries over.
Cool. Doraemon, Story of Seasons. Okay. Doraemon coming
Farming.
over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is just Stardew, isn't it?
Looks like it. He's got a watermelon. He looks really happy. So awesome.
We should have just more Doraemon over here, honestly. I'm down. Minecraft Legends, I'm guessing this is just more story-driven approach than the original Sandbox sensation. I guess that makes sense.
I mean, this is the one they showed off at the Xbox
Yeah.
E3 thing.
Is it just the same trailer even? Oh, it looks maybe a little
I don't know if the
different.
trailer's the same. I assume it's slightly different.
This looks pretty familiar. Yeah, okay. I guess this is just them saying this will be coming to Switch as well. Sure. Dragon Quest Treasures. A loot game of some sort. New world to discover. There's sure a lot of videos and not a lot of gameplay.
Blue hair, though.
Okay, a spin-off from Dragon Quest. I don't know exactly what it is. It says a treasure hunt. So whatever that means in context of this game. Cool. Portal Companion Collection. Is this just Portal again with like new stuff, or is this a whole new game?
It's Portal 1 and 2 on the Switch.
Oh, okay, cool. Sure, why not? Those games are pretty neat. Harvestella.
This looked kind of neat. This looked like a farming style sim, but also with a lot of like monster fighting and stuff like that. And it's Square Enix.
This looks. I was gonna say this looks very Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
It seemed neat.
This definitely looks more up my alley. Even though this probably is also going to be somewhat Animal Crossing-esque in some ways. I see like there's a battle with a monster here. Looks like some story stuff too. This definitely looks more up my alley if you're going to do that sort of thing. Yeah, looks cool. And of course...
Over Doraemon? Like,
oh,
the
yeah.
great farm battle of this year? Oh,
yeah, for sure. Yeah. And of course, Persona is coming to the trilogy or whatever. Yeah,
3, 4, and 5.
Yep. Okay, so that was everything from the direct thing. Literally somebody just put a Twitter post saying for Nathan. So Nathan, do you want to tell us about... Let me see what
I'll
this
tell you
is.
what I know based on this Twitter post and speculating.
NBA All-World.
All-World team. So there's this picture of the Earth, and then it sort of spins around and base drops, and it starts turning into a basketball. And then it's Niantic, so you can assume you'll be walking around town looking to collect NBA players for your team.
And then you're going to set them up in spots to own or whatever. And then other
just
teams
put
are going to have to
Embiid
play
at the corner store, and he's going to rule it. And
then other teams have to
everybody.
come and like play your team or whatever. I could see that being okay. I get like just like any other Niantic game. Yeah,
about basketball, I guess. Yeah, I might download this. I did enjoy that zeitgeist that Pokemon had. I don't know that basketball is going to light the same fury in everybody, but that would be a nice dream.
What about
I don't think
you?
Harry Potter did. Did the Harry Potter one already shut down?
Yeah, I think it's shut down already. I seem to remember something like that. Harry.
Or are people going to fight because sports rivalries? Like you show up in your Thunder jersey, and then someone shows up in a Sonics jersey, and they're pissed that the team was stolen, and then they start fighting.
I'm pissed that you would even suggest that. So yeah, I definitely see how this would start some wars.
Just like legacy Gary Payton card or something. Sure. I don't know. A lot of this is the modes in 2K I don't really play. Is the team building card collecting stuff.
Oh, okay.
But if they make it sillier, maybe I'll download that, hit the streets again, and get my walking on this summer with James Harden. I don't know.
Harry Potter shut down in January 31st of this year. So yes, it's been down.
So they need a new thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Did Niantic just cancel a bunch of games? That's news to me if that's the case, but it wouldn't shock me.
I haven't heard anything like that, but I'm with you. It wouldn't shock me. I'm going to do a quick
15 hours ago, Niantic canceled 4 games and cut 90 jobs.
Fuck.
Oh, no. Well, it sounds like this better hit.
Yeah. Well, this NBA game was announced 2 days ago, and we're talking about something that was announced 15 hours ago, so this game might not even exist anymore.
No! I just got my hopes up.
Canceled projects were a Transformers game called Heavy Metal.
Okay.
Sleep No More, a collaboration between Niantic and Punch Drunk. Blue Sky, a new title, and Snowball, another new title.
Okay. Hopefully Project Snowball isn't secretly a basketball. And it was this. But okay.
Uh-huh.
Are you guys on board? You want to trade cards?
Yeah, not at all. Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Battle in the hoops verse. Okay.
More games were added to the Sega Genesis Switch Online expansion pack.
Yeah.
including some of my personal favorites. So, Comic Zone. I remember liking this. I don't think it probably holds up, but I'll give that a shot.
It's a good beat 'em up. It is just hard. It is a very hard game if you've never played it before.
Yeah. I don't remember, but I believe you. I definitely believe you.
The only way to earn 1-ups is just to make physical progress through the game. Otherwise, if you die, like that's it. The game just ends.
Sure.
Awesome.
It's like every two pages or something like that, you get like a 1-up.
Mega Man The Wily Wars.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. The easiest way to actually play that thing now. Without, like, just owning a copy and a Genesis, I guess. Still. So that's awesome. Target Earth and Zero Wing. Man, Zero Wing. Holy shit.
That's the meme game, right? Is it actually
the meme game? That's all your base.
That's it. Yep.
Okay.
I'll play that again.
Is it a fun game to play?
I mean, yeah, it's a good shmup. So it's Toa Plan, so they make pretty good shmups, but it's very difficult.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I left this spinning basketball Earth. Okay.
And then the last thing I just grabbed because I heard about it earlier this morning, and I just thought it was hilarious. An F-Zero fan bought enough stock in Nintendo that he had to be heard at a shareholder meeting and asked them if there were any plans, and Nintendo just said, nah. There isn't. So, more specifically, a bit over 5 million yen, so roughly $40,000 US, he bought on stock so that he could ask about it. Said, I've been playing Nintendo games since I was a child. Among them, I can't get enough of that sense of speed of F-Zero. So he was asking if there's going to be like anything to do with that, and they were just like, thanks for asking, but no. There's no plans to ever do anything with that currently. We knew this. I just thought it was hilarious that somebody cared that much. I have to talk to Mr. Nintendo himself.
I mean, I'll give them credit. Like, they put their money where their mouth is. Like, most people would not do that.
Sure, yeah.
But at the same time, yeah, I don't know what they expected.
I think we've had this discussion on here even before, where Nintendo aren't going to make an F-Zero game until... Actually, it might have been TDB Plus, so this might be exclusive content behind the curtain. But, like, they're not going to make another F-Zero game without, like, somehow changing the formula or adding something new, and, like, then they're just kind of changing what F-Zero is. They probably just don't have any ideas about that. So, that's a shame, but also makes sense. Because I'm sure they would have by now, if they were going to. That's it for news. Let's get into some questions. Where people can write in topdownperspective@gmail.com, at TDP Podcast on Twitter, the Discord group, or John's P.O. Box. I was going to say Sean's P.O. Box, which I don't have the address for, if he has one.
I don't think he has one, yeah.
First question from Kevin. Since it feels like lots of series are being made into open world games, are there any games that you think couldn't be made into open world games?
F-Zero, probably. I was actually thinking if they tried that, it would at least you're running around as Captain Falcon or something.
Yeah.
And the world has to be really big like that. What was that? There was some really stupid Fuel. That was like that stupidly big like driving game that was just empty. But if you had a super fast hover car, you could pull it off. But in the spirit of the question, what couldn't happen? I was thinking the puzzle genre would be pretty hard to migrate, like Tetris open world.
No, because
what would that be?
Yeah, you would just go to a spot in the open world and play Tetris there. Like
you just have a watch and then you play Tetris on it.
The thing is
Tetris
that
on a mountain.
You can make any genre into an open world game by having an open world in between the game stuff. But like,
yeah,
that's true.
I was kind of thinking if the Witness counts, but then instead of the screens with the puzzles, you just go up and play Tetris on it.
Right.
And then you play
that
for
would
a bit.
Work, yeah.
Yeah.
And unlock some other challenge. But yeah.
Yeah. I think also there's some games where you fundamentally just change the genre. For example, a fighting game where it is open world, but you're fighting along the open world is now just a beat 'em up. Like,
yeah.
So there are some games that just kind of change depending on how they're done, but I think you could put an open world in between different locations where you just play a different sort of game. So you could technically put an open world in anything. Theoretically.
Yeah, I was trying to think of something that just completely conflicts with how, like, a visual novel open world game. Like, it's sort of what are you
That's
experiencing?
just a movie.
Yeah.
You've just described a movie.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But maybe there's a bunch of movies and you can choose which one to watch. And it's just a
That's
digital
just Fortnite.
storefront. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we should just play Fortnite. You're right.
The ultimate open world game. Who reads how does this work?
You? Maybe?
Okay. Rasterman7 asks, from recent memory, what's the cheapest not free game that you've bought, and have you played it yet?
I mean, I've paid like 99. No, there's a game that was on Switch for like a penny.
Okay.
Okay.
Switch or eShop or like the Wii U. It was for a penny.
Okay.
I don't think you can get cheaper than that. So,
Yeah.
Did you play it though?
I can't even remember what game it was.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
I know I can't remember if Meme Run was one of the ones that went for a penny. If so, I have played that. But then there's like another one that I saw on the Switch that was a penny. I think I avoided that one because I've like, this is very clearly just a marketing scheme.
Sure. Are we counting sales or like full
I
price?
was hoping to count sales because then
Okay.
Disco's mine because it was like $19 or something. But what was yours?
No, I'm just trying to. The most recent cheapest is probably the Cuphead DLC, and no, I haven't played it yet. That's $10.
Okay.
A lot of my stuff is Game Pass. So
it's kind of free, but
Yeah.
not free
so it's
to
kind of
play.
hard. Yeah.
It says recent memory though, and I would have to dig up some old journals or something, or look through old podcast notes. And
There's probably an indie game that fits in here somewhere that I can't remember.
I mean, you could get down to brass tacks and be like, well, the itch.io bundles, I bought like
Yep.
100 games and that was like $10. So break that down. It's a penny each.
Yep.
10 cents each, whatever.
Sure.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what would be the cheapest one I paid for, but I'm sure it's some game that was I literally pennies and cents. Dad writes in and says, "What written piece are you most proud of?"
Fuck.
The paper that got me my diploma
Yeah.
or my degree.
yeah, I wrote an essay about that movie Existence once.
Yeah.
I enjoyed writing it. I think it got water damaged in a flood though. So unless I have the Word document somewhere, I don't know that it was actually good, but it was fun. So that's probably mine.
I can't
The
think of
signature I
any.
signed on my check to buy my house.
There you
Hell
go.
yeah.
There you go. That's my most proud written piece.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. Phantom Aegis says, what is your favorite fruit to have with hot food? As far as I'm concerned, tomato's the only answer here.
Fruit to have with hot food?
I thought it was a weird question. I was thinking, and I came up with watermelon at a barbecue.
Oh,
You know?
okay. I
You know
see.
what? a
That's a
drink
good one. I'm with you on
substitute.
that. I'll agree
Yeah.
with you on that.
Yeah. For me, it's tomato.
Okay. One video game of your choice is retroactively given one F-bomb.
Okay.
Can we say the word on here? What game would you give it to and where?
House of the Dead Overkill, because you'll never find which one it actually is.
Oh, that's
Like
pretty
it's
good.
added to it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It has to be a perfectly stupid line that you just substitute in. Okay.
What if you
I basically
throw-
have... Oh,
I'm-
sorry.
I was gonna say Minecraft, just like make the last like Ender Dragon or something say fuck when he dies or something dumb.
I think I've heard the joke for years about like Gordon Freeman when he finally speaks should just say that.
That's pretty
Like
good.
things go real bad at the end or something. But yeah,
That's pretty
or
good.
patch it in to signal the imminent release of the third one. Pretty much anytime Peach gets kidnapped, you could have Mario just really say how he feels about it.
I mean, I always think that's what Mamma Mia was.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's the Italian F-bomb.
And then Mario adjacent, I had to bring it up because it's my go-to dumb game that I like. Wario's Woods. If you like drop a big combo on somebody, it could say that instead of whoa, and then it's a repeatable.
That's pretty good. Yep.
So yeah, in Toad's voice, I guess.
That's pretty good.
Limbic writes in and says, "My partner has started saying alrighty, which she got from me and has made me realize that I say it a lot. Are there any verbal tics or habits that you have that you've only noticed from when your partner or friends started doing them too? And conversely, what are some of that you've picked up from your partner or friends?" I notice I say all right a lot. I'll be like, "All right, everybody, welcome back." Like that's how I would always introduce videos. So my friends started parodying that to be like, "This is how you do this." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
I
should have thought about this.
Okay. I'll just jump in with this saying sorry a lot, but that's infectious up here. I can't stop it. It just happens all the time. So that's the only speech tic I'm aware of, but I might have others.
I've definitely
Paul
got
is
some,
frozen. Yeah.
I've definitely got some from Sean. I'm just trying to think which ones they are.
I definitely got some from Reese, but I can't think of what they are at the moment either.
Yeah.
Should we jump ahead?
Yeah.
And keep thinking about it?
Yeah.
I think we should jump out of that one.
Yeah.
Is this
it's you.
Okay. Hebrew Lantern writes in, if extraterrestrial beings came to Earth, do you think they would use the same math as us? I feel this is sort of the premise of that movie Contact, and in that they totally do, but it's kind of a universal language. But maybe they've like I was saying before the show, maybe our quantum mechanics and everything Paul observed might be their like junior grade baby math. Yeah. And they're like fifth dimensional mathematicians. So it'll just be way more advanced. Like in theory.
The math would probably be the same, but they wouldn't have stuff like one. The number one wouldn't make sense because that's like an English.
Like the numerals and things we use to express it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you could write a sequel to that movie Arrival, but it's about math. And it's
because I mean, even when you see Predator do his nuke thing, it's a bunch of weird symbols, right? Which is a countdown of some sort.
But it's counting down. But yeah, you're right. It's weird red glowing things. So probably, but slightly different. And they could play 4D chess like Spock. So it's more complicated.
Yeah, that's a hard question. Final question from Arctic Scarab. We're officially at the halfway point of the year. From the first half of 2022, what were your 3 favorite games? What game from the rest of the year do you think could dethrone them?
I need to remember the hell even came out this year that I played and liked. Infernax.
Yeah, Infernax is somewhere on there for me, probably. I actually have these written down. I'm going to quickly look.
I'm literally skimming the releases list from Wiki to see if there's anything that strikes out at me.
That's what I did.
So Elden Ring is not going to be beat by anything on the docket coming out this year, maybe even next year.
Take that, everyone.
So no,
step up your game
for that. Kirby and the Forgotten Lands probably somewhere up there. That easily could be beaten by something. Tunic is probably up there, and Infernax. Those could easily be beaten by something. Yeah.
You don't think that Stray Cat game is going to dethrone Elden Ring?
No. I don't even think if Silk Song came out, that would do it.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Wow. Yo, I'm getting worried, man. I'm at May, and I only found one game. I'm like, yeah, I'll put that on there.
Paul reminded me I played Bloodborne PSX for a bit.
Yep.
That technically came out this year. It's kind of neat. I don't know. I didn't do very well, but Yeah, I did not complete it. I was really weirded out when it started diverging from what I had just played as actual Bloodborne.
When it became
like,
its own
"Whoa,
game. It's like,
Why
oh
is there
no.
a thing here? Yeah, it was crazy.
Why are they making a new thing? Just give me the
I
old
don't want to
thing.
be surprised. I just
Yeah.
want to see it again in old graphics. But yeah. And then I played the port of Mini Motorways, which was it's pretty fun. Got little cars, roads. Psychologically, it's easier to get than the trains one because they kind of behaved more like buses. So, yeah.
Shredder's Revenge is high up there for me. I think that's going to be
Yeah.
kind of hard for like another arcadey game to beat for me.
Infernax, Shredder's Revenge, and I guess Kirby. I guess those would be my three.
Kirby's, yeah, I agree about Kirby. I think Kirby's super beatable by like most things.
Yes,
I really like it, but I think
Kirby's probably gonna be on my top 10, but it's probably gonna be low on the top 10.
it's probably a 7.
Right,
I'm
Strikers
gonna guess right
disappointed
now.
me. Elden Ring made me mad, but it's still a good game to a point. I don't even remember what's coming out the rest of this year.
Yeah.
I even care about at this point.
I have that problem
Bayonetta
too.
3, I guess.
Is that this
If
year?
that comes out, that's
Okay.
supposed to be this year.
Is it? Oh man.
They
Okay.
said I think October, or they just said 22 when they actually put out a trailer for it. So I don't know.
The big one for me is I think Callisto Protocol could be fucking amazing, but I don't think it beats Elden Ring. At best, I think it's a number 3 or 2 on my list at the end of the year.
Oh yeah, Mario and Rabbids 2. That might be fun to play.
What about Pokemon with guns? That's true. That game looks kind
yeah,
of fun.
that looks so weird.
It does. It looks kind of fun. That's true. Huh. I don't know. Maybe Silksong would beat out Elden Ring, but Elden Ring is just so much what I wanted, and it delivered so hard. That's going to be a really difficult one to take out. Pac-Man World Remake, that's true. That does look... That could probably beat Kirby. Honestly, if that's done okay, that could be okay.
That depends on how authentic they go to the original. As someone who had to do the original for game clearing last year, I'm good.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, Rogue Legacy 2, that was great too. I don't think...
Oh yeah, I still gotta play that.
I think that's probably beatable. Yeah. All right, that'll do it for questions. Again, if you want to write in, topdownperspective@gmail.com, TDP Podcast on Twitter, Discord, and the P.O. Box. What is your guys' game of the week?
Devil May Cry 5. Yeah. Devil May Cry 5.
Okay. Disco Elysium, the final cut. It was the best game I played this week.
Yeah, mine's Stanley Parable. There's going to be a whole nother show about that discussion, so stay tuned.
Probably next week.
Yeah, speaking of which, TDP Plus and TVP are delayed because Sean is somewhere in the world currently. And the TDP Plus game for July is Neon White. It won by 1 vote. So,
whoa. What was
did
second?
it beat by 1 vote? Yeah.
Shredder's Revenge and Pushmo
What?
World were both 1 vote below.
Pushmo World was on the list? Wow. All right.
It was winning for a couple days at the beginning.
That's the sumo influence right there because
Yep.
of Mawashi.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? I believe that.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Sumo's coming
Pushmo's a
back.
good game.
Yeah, you ready for the tournament? Basho.
Takayasu has COVID. Might not be there.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sucks, but okay.
All right. Thanks for listening, and we're out. Bye.
All right, later.
Whoa.